at the front page of tomorrow's Australian. The main story says bid to get pensioners and veterans into work. Labor policy a danger to Jim's jobs fix. That's the criticism from the opposition. Jim Chalmers' employment blueprint to get more Australians into work has been attacked by business leaders, social service advocates and economists for failing to set clear targets and lacking industrial relations reforms that undermine the pursuit of more jobs. Interestingly, Caleb, the main feature of this blueprint seems to be encouraging pensioners to take on more work without being penalised by loss of pension. So I guess that's a good thing, to get more people into work when we've got a very tight labour market. But what's interesting to me is the government coming out with a big policy on trying to get more people into work at a time when we've got historically low unemployment.
Yeah, well, look, the white paper is a bit higgledy-piggledy. It's a mash of already existing policies, new policies, policies that the opposition had suggested, and of course all comes at the same time as we're talking about these new IR laws. So the question from the business community is, well, which one actually outweighs the other, and particularly the extra powers that the unions would end up with through the new IR laws. But the suggestion of allowing pensioners to work without being penalised, and we're now talking about up to $11,800 a year, I think, that they could earn without losing their pension, is entirely sensible. Because when you think about a lot of pensioners who have had to retire not because they want to, but because, you know, they can't maintain full-time work anymore, or we know that a lot of people face ageism as they get older in the workforce. Very true. They're seen as though they're not useful anymore and they're not up to the job or whatever. So many of them would love nothing more than to work 10 or 15 hours a week, supplement their income. They've got experience and knowledge that's useful to the workforce. These are the people who can be training up the workers of tomorrow because they've been there, done that. Everything we can do to keep them as productive and useful members of society, to give them a purpose in life that they've always had from work, we should be doing. Bugger the white paper, make that the rule now. Let them earn that money. It's good for everyone. It's good for the economy.
That should have always been the case, though. I mean, we've been going hammer and tong on this for ages. I know Dutton in particular has been calling on the government to make this possible. Very few people can live on a pension. It's not much money, and yet you want to penalise them if they're earning at the same time. It begs the question, how did the existing policy ever come into play? What a ridiculous, punitive policy.